How's it going, guys? Andrew here with Justified EDC, and I have a cool video for you here today. Got a new product in that I was sent to test and review. I got it out yesterday. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be like an official unboxing because, I've already taken all this stuff out just to check it out. But I wanted to give you guys kind of my first thoughts, my first impressions, and kind of go over everything that was sent so that you know what's coming up for a review. So this is the Built Marksmith, which is a titanium bolt action permanent marker, which is really cool. So we're going to get right into that, but first, of course, we got to thank the sponsor of the channel, Auxiliary Manufacturing. Mike over at Auxiliary Manufacturing is making awesome custom USA-made fixed blades like this Pocket Bowie. He's also got models like the Sumi. But he's got a bunch of stuff, a ton of different models, and a bunch of different variants with different handles, different blade shapes, all that kind of stuff. So there's really something for everyone. So if you're interested at all in his stuff, I do have a discount code with him, code Justified10. Will get you 10% off your order. I will leave links down in the description to his website, Instagram, and that discount code. So if you're all interested in that, please check him out. Let him know I sent you. And thank you, as always, to Mike for sponsoring the channel. So let's get right into this here. So this is the box I was sent. They sent me a bunch of extras and stuff, and then here is the marker itself. So it comes in this nice box. It has a magnetic front flap. I'm not a big, packaging nerd or anything like that, but it is nice when stuff has nice packaging. So inside here is the marker itself, as well as one standard, permanent marker refill. They have instructions to, buy refills and how to refill, switch your refills out and everything like that. Down in here, they did have this here, which I believe is going to be coming with all of these, that has instructions for, it has all of their QR codes for, their TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, their website, instructions on how to do your refills, how to get refills, all that kind of stuff, as well as some information. So if you want to pause and read that, go ahead. But I will also leave links to their pages down in the description. So here is the marker itself. If you notice that here, they asked if I wanted an engraving on this, and I asked if they would put my, Memento Mori thing on there, so that was really neat. This happens to be the black DLC coated version in a matte finish. So you can get these in like the raw titanium finish, where it's just a raw tie. I think there's a stone wash, and then they also have this black DLC finish where you can get in like a glossy finish or a matte finish. I chose the black DLC just because I thought it would look neat, and I got the matte finish just because I like how matte finish DLC looks. So bolt action marker, the clip itself is actually the bolt, so that is how you actuate the marker. And I believe they are using actual just modified standard Sharpie inserts. So if you take this apart here, this is what one of the refills is going to look like. So they have this really interesting mechanism in here that keeps the felt tip, enclosed so it doesn't dry out. And there's also a good amount of travel necessary so that you can't just, bump the bolt here and have it, poke out of your pocket and start coloring black all over your pocket. So I'm going to show you here just how far you have to push this to get it to actually expose the tip. Just there you start to see the tip. So fully extended is there. So you have a good amount of travel. So, if you bump this or anything like that, you see that tip's not being exposed when I'm bumping that. But easy enough to actuate. They have some milling done up here that acts kind of like jimping, so it's very easy to actuate. There is a little bit of play. Just like that, you're going to get a little bit of rattle, which honestly does bother me a little bit. But once that bolt is locked out, there's none of that. There's no rattle or anything like that. They said that is in there specifically so it can take, a variety of different refills, which we'll get into. And also just to make sure that mechanism doesn't get bumped and that felt tip starts to dry out. So if, that's going to bother you, I would say, stay away. But honestly, it bothered me at first, but as I started to use it and, have it in my pocket, it's not a big deal. For me, what this is going to be replacing is I carry a Sharpie. I have one of these metal sleeves that you can get directly from Sharpie. You can get these on Amazon, but really it's just a sleeve that you put a standard Sharpie in. So you just pop that in there, screw the sleeve down over, and then this is just aluminum, I think. It might just be very thin stamped steel, but I believe it's aluminum. But you just have a metal body, you get a metal clip, because that's my biggest gripe with Sharpies is the metal body, or the plastic body can get kind of bent out of shape, and I always break the plastic clips off of Sharpie. So this has been my solution, and you can get these for fairly cheap. You can get these for like, 10, 15 bucks on Amazon with a bunch of Sharpie refills. So this is definitely a premium offering, but it does have some features over something like this, where, you're going to get this for 10, 15 bucks. I believe this version with the black DLC coating is around 120. I think you can get them as low as $99 for, just like the raw titanium. So it's definitely a premium offering, and I wouldn't say it's for everyone. But, you do get the one-handed activation, where normally with, either this or your standard Sharpie, you have to take the cap off with two hands. And then you either have a cap floating around or you have to place it on the back, and two hands to close it as well. This one, again, you can just pull out of your pocket and it is one hand accessible, which is nice. Again, you get the durability of having that metal sleeve. And then the cool part about this is all the inserts you get. So in the box here, you had just a standard and another standard black ink refill. But then they also offer, and these don't come standard, you have to buy these separately. I think the refills are like $5 for a 2-pack, and you can get a bunch of other colors and stuff for like $10. So the refills aren't expensive, but you can get this ballpoint pen insert, which is really cool. I think this is the insert, this is the Schmidt refill P900. I believe these are the ones that the Parker Jotter takes. And they have these really clever milled inserts here. That you use to take up the space. So I'll switch it out for that in a second, but you can get a ballpoint pen insert, and you can also get, they sent me a sample pack of inserts here that actually come in cut off Sharpies and highlighters, so you can tell what they are. But down in here, down in each of them, you have an insert that you can easily swap in, so you can get a yellow highlighter, and you can also get all of the different colors of Sharpie. So you want red Sharpie, green Sharpie, blue Sharpie, black Sharpie, or yellow highlighter. You can use any of these in this this sleeve here. So I'll show you one of each of these here. So let me just take this apart. So you just unscrew the front here, pop this out. There are two little locating slots down inside there, so you just got to make sure that these two here, you can kind of just put it in and spin it, and you kind of feel it lock in there. So for the ballpoint pen one, there's no locating. You just slap this down inside. You'll see that kind of sticks out the front there, and you got to make sure you have this insert here on the back to fill up that length, and then that just slips inside like that. And now you have a ballpoint pen. Now, what I do like about the ballpoint pen is the extra length that cap there on the end provides is you don't get any of that rattling. It actually pushes the bolt all the way to the top. So I'm actually thinking about making some kind of insert to go on the end of this. If I have access to a mill, I can probably get access to a lathe, but I'm thinking about turning down a little cap to fit on the end there to take up some of that slack. So it would just have to be a little bit shorter than this. I tried putting this on here and then putting it in, but it unfortunately sticks out the end too far. So you have the ballpoint pen insert, your standard Sharpie insert. I'll show you just another one here. This is the highlighter. So again, let's get this out. You just kind of put this in here. Again, you have those two little locating slots. You just kind of put that in and turn until you see that kind of fall into place there. So there you go, it kind of locates itself. Just screw this down. And now you have a highlighter tip. So I think that's really cool. I think the capability, if this only took one kind of insert, I know these are proprietary, but if it only kind of took one proprietary insert, I might say that this is a little bit overpriced. And again, it's definitely a premium offering, but I'm going to go ahead and put the black marker back in here because that's what I'm going to be carrying in it most of the time. But the ability to switch out for all of these different color inserts, as well as, you know, a ballpoint pen as well, I think that makes it a little bit more worth the price tag, because you're getting a lot more options of how you want to use this. You want to use it as a pen, a marker, a highlighter. You can switch out all these different colors. That's definitely neat. I don't believe that the pen insert is on the market yet. I think they said something about that still being a Kickstarter right now, but the people that they're sending these out to, they're sending them prototypes of these. So that's really cool. I'm mostly probably going to be carrying with the black marker, because I find myself, you know, using a Sharpie quite a bit. So that's going to be what I'm going to use most. But, you know, I also, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm not a huge reader for, you know, just like normal like novels and stuff, but I do read a lot of history and theology books, so I'll often highlight things. So I might try using the highlighter as well for that, and then I'll probably carry it as the pen as well. But this perfectly, again, since it's the same size as that that metal Sharpie, which I had already been carrying in my little EDC pouch here next to my Bolt Action Mini from Tactile Turn. This fits down in there just like that. So that's how I'm going to be carrying it, mostly carrying it as the black refill. But I just wanted to go over, you know, they were really awesome. They were very communicative. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try out one of these. So very thankful for them for reaching out. You can get all of these refills separately, all that kind of stuff, but I will leave links down in the description to where you can get all of these. I'll also leave a link to the Sharpie as well if you're interested in that as more of like a budget option. But I'll be doing a full review on this eventually, but I just kind of wanted to get kind of like a pseudo unboxing video out so you guys can see all the options. And get kind of my thoughts as I go into, you know, carrying this for review. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down in the comment section. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.